Giuseppe, say hello.
Ah, ciao.
This is my friend
Bye
Giuseppe.
bye.
I'm sad I'm leaving, so he's visiting with me in front of our beautiful mountains. And his lovely casa is right here. And my casa's right up there, so we're neighbors. And he's been a good friend. Good friend. CC, good friend. One thing I didn't do you remember me scraping all the tape off the sink? One thing I didn't do was repair the sink. I do have the stuff to do it, I just didn't have time. It'll get done. You know, just paint the enamel back. It won't be perfect, but it'll look fine until I can replace it. Which who knows, this might be a rental, I might never replace it. Also in the tub needs to be done too. There's a few chips out of the porcelain in the tub that they put this yellow goopy stuff that dripped down. I need to scrape it off. It's just tiny little spots, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't bother me at all. And then I can go ahead and scrape those stains and probably put it on there too if it doesn't come off. But this stuff doesn't bother me. This is temporary. The sink is fine. But those little chips, they'll get repaired, and then there's another little chip right there. It's no big deal. Welcome to my 25,000 euro flat in Abruzzo, Italy, and it actually comes with all the neighborhood cats. And I'm not going to bring you up all of the steps, but for now, this is the front door, and I'm on the top floor, and I'm loving it. So as we're walking up to my gate, those of you who saw me the first day, when I first saw this flat, and I love the lights in the entryway, I left this door open. Basically, I haven't done anything with that trunk or the one in the attic, and I'm just using this for storage. And this is what my ceilings will look like upstairs. Oh yeah, before we go, I have 2 coat hangers that I'm going to be changing out for the bamboo ones. And I'm going to be putting tile at the back of all these steps, or painting it, I don't know yet. So, welcome to my home. I put this cabinet here in the entryway. It was in the living room. So when you first walk up, you've got a splendid view. And then, do we go into the kitchen? Or do we go into the living room first? Let's go into the living room. Let's leave the kitchen for last. So the living room. Do you see that big table that's got a tablecloth on it? That's the tablecloth that was in this house on the kitchen table. And the reason it's on that wood table, I'll show you in a minute. But this is one of the chairs that I got at the flea market the first time, along with the little step stool. I bought him at the flea market. I got this piece at the flea market. The basket's Ikea. That was from a little local store. That's from the flea market. These were here, all these little coasters, and that very old ashtray. I did get this picture and this picture from the flea market. And here's the reason why this table's covered. It was in the attic, and I'll pop a picture in. It was sitting up in the attic. It's enormous. And in order to get it upstairs, they cut it in half. So I don't want to look at that. So basically, I just got the tablecloth and I threw it on top of here. And I think it's upside down. So I'm enjoying it just the way it is. It's sufficient. And my fabulous hand-painted Italian tiles. But what they did is they brought it upstairs. They cut it in half, they brought it upstairs, and then they put it back together with these pieces of wood. So that's what I did, and Lorenzo helped me that day. I took it apart, Lorenzo helped me carry it down, and then I'll put it back together, and then Lorenzo was outside, and he basically helped me flip it back over. The drapes I washed. Linda and I took them down. I washed them and I put them back up. And as you can see, it's just to die for a view. The coat hanger or the hat hanger, whatever you want to use it for, was here. It's bamboo. I'm reusing it. The basket's Ikea. The little table was here. The lamp, first time at the flea market. The little box, flea market. I put all the doilies back that I had gathered from the entire house. I put them back. And instead of fighting this piece that was here in the house, I just embraced it. Hence the Art Deco-y lamp. The TV was here, but when Linda and I were cleaning, I dropped it, so it is not any good anymore. I'm probably going to replace this light fixture. So let's see. This was in the house. The clock was in the house. This I got at the flea market. The doily was in the house. Speakers were here with the TV. And this little tray with the coasters was here in the house. Books were here. This vase and mirror I got at the flea market. So like I said, I saw the mirror and I thought, well, that matches the cabinet. So let's embrace this. Instead of trying to replace everything right now, it's just really not necessary. Basket, Ikea. And then there's the second chair. So I did glue the back of this because I cracked it. I leaned back and I cracked it. Chairs I got at the flea market. I did not get that first coffee table because it had a big chip out of the top and I really didn't feel like messing with it. So I got this one and I think this one was 28 euro and it serves its purpose. I was going to put the trunk there, but it basically, it was too trunky like, and I wanted something that was open in the bottom to see the tiles. The chairs in the kitchen were here. I just bought cushions from Ikea. This I got from Ikea, wrong color red. And it was supposed to be gold, and I brought the silver one home, so that will go back. Even though the painting from the flea market kind of does have a burgundy in it. The red in the tiles is more of a brownish rust. You know that the beds were here. This was the second bed. It was in that small nook underneath the building. So Linda and I cleaned it up and brought it here to use as a day bed. That is one of the favorite paintings that I bought from the flea market on the first visit. It is very large. And I just loved looking at the sea. And that is the direction of the sea. So I just think it's amazing. The blues. You know, this lamp, like I said, I just fell in love with it, with the colors, with the detail, and this shade is so delicate and charming. I couldn't help it. So it's an eclectic mix. And you know, this bed is not for everyone. It's a woman bearing her breasts. I mean, but we're in Italy. So to me, it was a work of art. And being gold and brass, it matches the frames and its colors I enjoy. I love the rust in the bed, even though it kind of needs to be touched up. I did get 2 new mattresses from Ikea. And one of the questions somebody said was, why are the mattresses so small? I don't know if they meant because they're twin beds, because it's a regular size twin bed, or because they were so thin. The reason that I didn't get really thick mattresses, look how high off the floor this bed is. I couldn't get anything thicker. It would have been too high. I have a hard time getting up there anyway. The pillows, I got these wonderful pillows from Ikea. I got these from Obi, and then I got these 2 pillows from some furniture store. They're down. And I got the sheets and the blankets from Ikea. I did end up buying new sheets and blankets ultimately, even though I washed everything that was in the house and used it initially. because I really didn't want to buy anything because I didn't know what I wanted. And then when I went back to Ikea the second time, I kind of knew more of what I wanted. Again, I put the doilies down, and I bought that tray at Ikea, and I used the little coasters. I did not paint the woodwork. The woodwork was already painted brown. I haven't done anything in here, no painting, no nothing, just clean. And this is the bedroom, and that big cabinet is huge. I cannot even reach to hang things up above. I need to get some way to do that. I really don't have much here, but it's a wonderful piece of furniture to have. I've already closed my shutters because I'm leaving in the morning. I bought these little rugs from, I don't know if I got them from Ikea. On the bed, that down comforter was here. I washed it and dried it, and I put it right back on the bed. I did get new sheets. And like I said, these beds were here. This was already in this room. I'm going to be changing the light fixture. I'm going to be restoring the windows. And I didn't get any, there's no point to get curtains in here because I don't know what I want. And it's not necessary because I have shutters on the outside and shutters on the inside. I brought in this little cabinet here. I should probably put the light up. But brought the little cabinet in from the other room. It wasn't here. I used it as the second nightstand. The clock was here. I bought a mirror from Ikea, and I got the little lamp from Ikea, and I put the doily down. And again, I put the doily down on this little nightstand, and I'm using a basket from Ikea. There's really nothing in any of these drawers, just barely. The little coaster, the pictures. I bought that from the antique store. You know, I'm going with the theme of the women. You know, like I said, why fight it? I just love that. It was just, you know, little cherubs and a mom suckling her child. Again, we've got the woman on the bed. What can I say? It's like, you know, women, strong women. There's nothing wrong with that. So I saw this and I thought, oh, more women. You know, that's not my particular preference for relationships, so don't get confused. It's just that I wanted to make this strong women room and bring in the women, the female energy, since it started with this bed. So I'm just going with the flow. And I do love these beds. And they're not wood, they're metal. They're metal. They're painted metal. So again, this dresser was here. I matched the frame. I'm going with the flow. I'm not going to replace everything. I did have this one outlet replaced. Sandro replaced this outlet for me. I don't know why it looked burnt out. I don't even know if it was, but I replaced it anyway. The chairs were here in the house. I bought cushions from Ikea for them. And that's pretty much it, you know, aside from the kitchen. And it's homey, it's comfortable, it's clean, you know, new pillows, new mattress, new sheets, pillows to make it fun and colorful. Trying to just stay with the theme of the floors, and just love these floors. You know, so black, dark red, beige, and yellow. And then there's a piece of stone in here. I probably will either fill it in or maybe replace it because it is kind of broken. So I don't know. I'm not even thinking about that right now. And that's pretty much, you've got the entryway, the living room, the bedroom. It's very comfortable, and the second bed is being used as a couch or a day bed. Eventually, I will put them both in the bedroom and make a king bed and put them both together. And there's a little piece that goes in the middle of the two twin mattresses that makes it a king. So when I have company, they could stay in there, and I'm going to put another pull out couch in here eventually, but not today. This is good enough for now. So let's go into the kitchen. And like I said, I haven't painted these doorways. Somebody painted them years ago. I love the light fixtures at the top of my steps and down below. Same light fixture. I wish the rest of them were like that. This bamboo coat rack will be changed eventually. I'm going to put those other ones in here. This chair was here. I washed the cover and I popped a pillow on there. Again, fabulous floors. Fireplace, embrace it. Padre Pio, always. He was on the wall. I just put him onto the fireplace. I bought some flowers. These hydrangeas have bloomed the whole time I was here. I bought them before I even moved in Chieti at the flower place, and I had bought beautiful red ones for Lucia. This was on the wall in the kitchen. I can't read it, but it was a handwritten something, and eventually I'll have somebody decipher it for me, but I thought out of respect I would keep it. These bottles were here. I bought the lavender plant when I got the hydrangeas, and I got that at the flower place. This mortise and pestle was here. Padre Pio was here. Candle was here. I bought the copper pots at the flea market the first time that I went. Here's this one also by the fireplace, and the third one. I just love them. I love copper. Again, a little lamp because I didn't have any. I got that at Ikea. The pictures I got at the flea market. The mirror I got at the flea market. And I'm not particularly thrilled about this light fixture, really. But I bought a new bulb because I thought, you know what, if the bulb is better, maybe I'll like it and can live with it. It's the see-through bulb, so I just left it. Let's see. The planter, the thing that the plant's in, that was here. The little concrete octagon thing was up in the attic. I bought the watering can, and the shoe thing was up in the attic. I did buy, I got this copper bucket, this copper basin to put my wood in. And this is a wood box, so if you open it, you can put wood in here. This coat hanger or whatever they used it for, I put little wires on the ends of all my cleaning things, and I just hung them there for now. It's not really where I want them. But I have dust broom and a mop and so on. Another basket from Ikea. Last time I went to the flea market, I got the fireplace tools. Oh, let's see. Oh, yes, the cabinet. You know what? The cabinet, they cut that in half too to bring up to the attic, if you can believe that. They cut it in half. That's how they got it upstairs. And if you recall, the Ikea guys brought the top part down, and Linda and I brought the bottom part down. And yes, I did secure it with brackets in the back. So it is all secured. It's not going to ever fall off or anything like that. I've got all my tools and things in here in the bottom. Don't use the drawers. They're too hard to open. But I got all my supplies down there. And I use the tackle box as my toolbox right now. I got all my little odds and ends and spackles and tapes and hammer and all that stuff in there. And in here, yes, I could use another shelf. But I'm not worried about that right now. These glasses were here. The little coffee cups were here. The pictures were on the wall in the living room. These glasses were here. I bought all of these jars for my food at Ikea. I got the same ones. I went back the second time and I got more. These were the dishes that I bought at the flea market. Milk does not have to be in the refrigerator until you open it. I love that. Same thing with the eggs. Okay, up top, an Ikea basket, and I got that wine cask glass thing. It's really big. It's very big, and I'm going to be taking it down when I leave so it doesn't roll off or something. 10 euro at the last flea market I went to. And if you remember, this was painted silver, and I painted the little flowers gold, because everything in here is really gold. Then we've got my kitchen, and I'm going to pop in a little picture of what it looked like initially. The table was in the middle of the room. that cabinet was here, but there was another one. I think it was the one that I put into the bedroom and used as a nightstand. No, actually, it was this one that was next to it. And I flipped it around and put it next to the fridge and used it to put in the trash cans. We have 4 trash cans because we have 4 different kinds of trash. They're all different. They were all here. I have no idea what I'm doing with my trash bins, and I will eventually buy all the same trash bins. But hey, back to the kitchen. Cabinets are fine. They're wood and particle board kind of, so they're not the most quality, but I did take some of the doors off. I took this door off above where the stove is going to go, because there's going to be a stove oven right here eventually. And I took this one off. And then that way I have open cabinets and they're not so obnoxious looking. Up top, that wine bottle was in the attic. Those little weigh things, the little scales, they were in the kitchen. The picture I got at a flea market, those plates I got at the flea market, the baskets I got at Ikea, that biscotti container was here in the house. There's my olive oil and my vinaigrette. I bought this at the flea market. I, have all my little brushes and things, and I got myself a French press, and I have my sponges and so on, and I got that from Ikea as well. Ikea. And all of my little silverware, I did bring part of a silverware set. Ikea, cutting board, Ikea. So this works nice next to the refrigerator, and I couldn't put the refrigerator here because the plug and the light switches are here. So basically I just moved it over and filled in the space with that open cabinet for a garbage can, which has my food. So above the fridge, I have a little lamp that I got for like €3 at the flea market. The light's from the flea market, the vase is, and so is the coffee grinder. This picture had water and women, and I went ahead and a mom and her daughter and swans and in a boat on the water, and so I bought that at the flea market. This I think I got at Ikea, and these I brought. I keep them on top of my water glasses to keep the dust and little gnats or whatever is flying around. This light fixture has a very strange bulb. It's I can't remember what you call it. It's like usually the ones that are in offices, and it's pretty much burnt out. I'm going to replace it eventually. That wine bottle was also in the attic, and this other scale was here in the kitchen, and that picture I bought at the flea market. Dishes. I think this cup and these dishes and that bowl was here in the house. I got these metal things that raise the dishes up. I got those at Ikea. This cute little mug and little plate was here in the house. It says mom style. I think I got that at a flea market. Glasses, the red glasses I got at the flea market. And these dishes I got at Ikea, and I like them because they matched my small brown plates because they had the same color brown. So that's my exciting dish collection. I did get this at the flea market for €28. There's spring-fed water fountains everywhere that you can use for water, so I just put the water in there. This bowl and that quiche dish was here, so I put my potatoes and onions in it. I got my little hot plate at the China shop. The pots, this little pot was here. The pans and my pots I got at Ikea, and I think I got that thing to put my utensils and everything in somewhere. I don't know. And then I don't particularly like this thing. My towels don't really stay on there. They always pulled off, so I'm just putting it there for now to put my salt and pepper. I did get this cute little toaster oven from the flea market. I haven't even used it. It's brand new in the box. That was here in the house, and I bought that little cutting board. splash screen, Ikea, and then I bought 4 of the towels. They came in a package of 4. I got them at Ikea. Chairs were here, like I said. And I got cushions for all of them. They're very nice cane, and they're in good shape. None of them are broken. There is one chair upstairs in the attic that is missing this piece, and I'm not even bringing it down. So up here, I got this lamp, which actually matches the wood on this hanging light. I got that at the flea market. The little cherub picture, the bowl, and the meat smashy thing was here in the house. That's the picture that I had in my big cabinet that slipped out and knocked half the glasses onto the floor and the frame broke. Put it in there. Here are my kitchen towels. The napkin holder was here in the house. Paula and her daughter Irene brought me that beautiful bottle of Abruzzo wine, and I did get that little piece with the lid on it from the flea market. That's pretty much it. That was in the house. It's got burnt milk and stuff on the inside of it, but I kept it anyway. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty simple. You know, it's kind of a second place right now, and I'm going to be bringing some things with me. I don't know what, but I really just have no needs. You know, life can be pretty easy and simple. You have nice floors, you have storage and some nice things and food and shelter and transportation and your health, and what more could you need? Oh yeah, a tour of the bathroom. So it's a small place, it's on one level, but you know what, before we go into the bathroom, this is my favorite part. I must confess, I like the table much better without the tablecloth, and eventually I will repair it, but I haven't yet. But I do like the wooden table, and it was also painted brown. And he keeps me company. So loving this. So I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough. Since you've already gotten the tour, just a quick walkthrough. I got that picture at the flea market. The little tub is fine for now. I got those for laundry, so I can just pick them up and bring them to the laundromat. I did replace this coat hanger with, I replaced the plastic coat hanger with the one I got from the antique mall. I got that at the flea market. So we're going to remove the plaster from the ceilings because they're brick, and the metal will be painted black. So we'll be doing that. We'll be taking off the plaster from the ceilings in all of the rooms, and maybe the bedroom too. The ceilings need to be redone anyway, so why not take the plaster off?
Giorno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a tuo giro d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a tuo giro d'amor. Non più avrai questi bei panacchini, quel cappello leggero galante, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante, quel vermiglio d'onesco color, quel vermiglio d'onesco color. Non più avrai quei pennacchini, quel cappello, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante. Non chiudrai farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a tuo giro d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a tuo giro d'amor. Fra guerrieri può far bacco, gran bustacchi stretto sacco, schioppo in spalla, sciabla a fianco, collo dritto, muso franco, un gran casco, un gran turbante, molto onor, poco cantante, poco cantante, poco cantante. Ed invece del fandango una marcia per il fango, per montagne, per valloni, con le nevi e versalioni al concerto di tromboni, di bombarde e di cannoni, che le porre tutti i tuoni all'orecchio fan fischiar. Non più avrai quei pennacchini, non più avrai quel cappello, non più avrai quella chioma, non più avrai quell'aria brillante, non più avrai farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno gelato, delle belle turbando a riposo, Narcisetto ad un giro d'amor, delle belle turbando a riposo, Narcisetto ad un giro d'amor. Cherubino alla vittoria, alla gloria militar, cherubino alla vittoria, alla gloria militar, alla gloria militar, alla gloria militar.